Hey folks, Prepared Suburbanite here. There's a hurricane coming and I am hungry for French toast. Stick around and I'll explain what's going on. I think it was last Thursday or Friday, our governor declared the state in a state of emergency. Shortly after that, the governor of South Carolina did the same, because Hurricane Francis gaining strength in the Atlantic, and it looks like it's heading our way. Yesterday during the day, I was watching the local news, and afterwards I went to the internet and kind of looked up to see what the weather track was for this storm that's coming, Hurricane Francis. And it really does look like it's targeting the Carolinas coast, anywhere from Charleston to Myrtle Beach up to Wilmington, in that area. So pretty high probability that come Thursday we're going to have to be dealing with the effects of a fairly major hurricane. They're expecting it to be a Cat 3 by the time it hits here, maybe a Cat 4. That means we're going to have a lot of wind. We're going to have a ton of rain, from what I understand. Anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of rain right now is being projected. One of the local reporters decided to go out and see what the community reaction was during the day yesterday, and went to a number of the local supermarkets and to the Walmart, and was checking on what people were buying. And what she found was that the stores, local grocery store outlets, were pretty much cleaned out of bottled water, that there was really none left. She stopped in at a Walmart and saw that their shelves were picked bare, and while she was there, they brought a pallet of water in the plastic bottles, in cases, brought it out and set it on the floor, and within 5 minutes that was stripped bare. People were taking 3 and 4 and 5 cases of water out of there all at the same time. The other thing that she was checking on was bread and milk and eggs, just to make sure that see what reaction the people were really having, because we're already in a state of emergency for this incoming hurricane. So when you look at, we've got water, bread, milk, and eggs. Bread, milk, and eggs. French toast. You know, I've been through a number of hurricanes in my life, but I don't remember ever having French toast. But I think that the folks around here must have a big, huge French toast party whenever a hurricane threatens. But to be prepared for a hurricane, and all kidding aside, to be prepared for a hurricane, there's a number of things that you really do need to do. Is make sure you've got water, backup water supply, whether it's cases of the bottled water that you can pick up at the supermarket, if you still can, and you're in the area that's projected to be hit. But you should already have enough potable water to get you through for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. But if you don't, go get it now. Supermarkets, probably the first choice. Walmart's probably the second choice. But don't forget places like Lowe's Home Improvement Store and Home Depot. They also sell bottled water in cases, generally to contractors and stuff like that. And guys are out putting roofs on and building things and all that. Grab a case of water, take it out to the crew. So that's another good place that you can look for that kind of stuff. The other thing that you want to make sure is that you've got batteries, and that your flashlights are ready to go. You know where they are. You've swapped out the batteries. Make sure you got fresh batteries in there. Make sure that you've got a way to cook some food if you're going to be without power for 3 days or so. Yeah, a nice warm meal might be pretty handy. So if you've got an alternate source of cooking, a propane camp stove, your grill that's maybe running off charcoal or off propane, Those are good things to make sure you've got your propane stores stocked up and you know where things are. You've tested it and you made sure that everything's in working order so that you can enjoy a nice warm meal if you have to. If the power is going to be out for 3 or 4 or 5 days, it can be pretty rough on folks. We've already gotten notifications from our church that certain things that are planned for Friday are being looked at very closely, and stay tuned for cancellation notices and things like that. So the community's on edge, I guess is the right word right now. I don't know what's really going to happen, but a Category 3 hurricane that hits the coast of the Carolinas can be pretty damaging. Lots of rain, lots of water, lots of wind damage, trees coming down, power's getting knocked out. So now's the time, now's the very last time that you can prepare for an incoming hurricane. You should have been prepared before. You should have had your water, your food, your storage, all that taken care of before. But for right now, take an inventory, see where you're at, make sure you're prepared for this incoming hurricane. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you maple syrup is good on French toast. I'll see you on the next video.